is there a process? Is there any particular way that you help someone understand your leadership, or is it just simple immersion? And as always, Build Your Team is brought to you by Client Attraction Pros. Hey, it's time that you become the thought leader of your industry, and we're going to help you do that and make it fast, easy, and fun.
I'm not real formal, and I don't think in order. So for me, it's probably immersion rather than a process, only because, not to say that my way is the right way, but it's the way that my brain thinks. I think, to me, I am as invested in my team as I am with my clients. As a coach and consultant, I'm in a particularly strong place to coach my team as if they were clients. And that is my approach. Like, we had that today. We had a client. Andrea is now involved with a lot of our client fulfillment, and we had a misstep. She didn't have we as a team had a misstep, and the client was frustrated. So here's a perfect opportunity, because what could I have done? I could have assumed he was right and we were wrong. I could have gotten mad at Andrea. I could have done a whole bunch of things that would have done nothing for my business or for my client or for Andrea or for me. That would have been all reactive in nature. But I have done the work to know it's not about me, how to not have an emotional response, how to not have any response, but to actually wait, how to think about before I do anything. This was a hard lesson for me because of my reaction time and my energy level, and I move so quickly. But don't do anything at all until I've had a second. And then once I do decide how I want to respond to any particular situation, I ask myself why, just to double check that we're not on some crazy Erin's in a bad mood, Erin's triggered, Erin's emotional, oh my God, we're all gonna die response that isn't real, right? And instead, I went back to the client and went, that's a really good point. We totally missed this step. Let me talk to Andrea and get back to you on how to make this easier for you. I said, somewhere between the way your brain works and the way my brain works, I think we have a brilliant opportunity here. Because he gave me some feedback that I just wasn't even on my radar. So great. I didn't get mad. I didn't go, I'm like, oh, that was a really good idea. And then I went with Andrea. I'm like, okay, let's just debrief this. Like, what went well and what went wrong? And what do we do to make it better? And then I coached her up. Like, she had great ideas and I had great ideas. And we came up with a different plan. And then we talked about, okay, how do we implement this for every client going forward so we don't have this misstep before? That's on her, by the way, because I'm not the one to figure out workflows. She already knew how to fix that. She already knew how to fix that. It's a process that they're part of. And I think you have to create an environment right from the beginning that people are allowed to make mistakes. Because as soon as you create an environment where people are scared to fail, your whole team stops trying immediately. And the other thing that I do, and I learned this, as much as I learned along the way that my job as a leader was to help them be the best they could be. The other thing that I learned along the way from great mentors in corporate was no bad thing happens from me making other people look good.
Say that again.
Right? Like, nothing bad happens from me helping other people and making other people look good. So I will scream from the rooftops about Andrea's ability with processes and Allison's ability with processes and workflows and Kadi's ability. I mean, these people are amazing. I don't have to pretend it's me.
No, you don't.
I don't have, first of all, no one's going to buy it. You can meet me for 2 minutes. You're going to know, who are we kidding? I always say this is it because I don't have the attention span to be any different. It's so out on the table. It's going to be so obviously a lie. I don't have to pretend that was me. No one's going to believe it. It's the ego and the fear. And here, I'll put it to you this way. I was talking to a gentleman last week, and we all say this, but I love the particular way he said this. And it was applied to networking, but I want to apply it to my team. Abundance is the language of successful people.
Yes.
Scarcity is the language of amateurs. And I love that. And it's not just how I approach my clients and networking and sales, but it's how I approach my team financially, with credit, with accolades. Like, why are we behaving this way for clients and this way in sales and this way in marketing and out here in left field with team building? And then want to know why no one wants to be on your freaking team.
Exactly. No congruency. And as always, Build Your Team is brought to you by Client Attraction Pros. Hey, it's time that you become the thought leader of your industry, and we're going to help you do that and make it fast, easy, and fun.